That's better. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick, and today marks my 1 month on T. So, today I kind of just want to do a head to toe physical and mental changes video. So, let's jump right into it. Today was my 5th shot of testosterone. I'm doing subcutaneous shots, which means it goes into the fat layer just under my skin, and I'm doing it once a week. I believe it's like 50 milligrams a week. Yeah, that sounds right. So, yeah, 1 month. It's been awesome. So, head to toe physical. Hair. Apparently, the testosterone does weird things to my hair. No, I'm totally kidding. I just dyed my hair today, so I'm super excited. As far as my face goes, I don't know. I guess like you guys can tell me. I feel like my jawline is starting to narrow out, but I'm not entirely positive. Also, I feel like my sideburns are starting to grow coarser down lower. I've always had like quite a lot of peach fuzz, but I feel like it's getting coarser lower down. That could just be me wanting to think that, though. So, I don't know. We'll see. I feel like my Adam's apple is starting to become more defined. Either that or I just realized that I have one. Yeah, so that was just me swallowing. I feel like there's a little thing moving there, which is exciting. I'm really excited. I guess muscles are definitely getting more defined. I feel like, let's look this way again. Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely building muscle more easily, which would make sense. My core feels a lot stronger. I haven't started working out really regularly yet, but I'm starting a schedule. My classes start up again tomorrow, so I'm kind of scheduling my whole life, and I'm going to work that in. I'm going to be working out at least a few times a week for about an hour. But yeah, I feel like my muscles, especially like this one right here, that's pretty exciting to me. And my biceps are getting more defined. My core feels stronger. I generally feel stronger and I feel healthy. I'm eating really well. I feel like I'm being decently active, so that feels really healthy. Going down, I haven't noticed any stinkiness yet. Well, any more than usual. I'm already really stinky. Further down, last week my shot hurt pretty bad, but I was having my mom help me with it because I was back home, and I don't think it was like anything she did. I think it was just kind of like we might have been a little bit more shaky. I was in a place I wasn't quite as used to, in a position I wasn't quite as used to. Yeah, there was also like one or two little things I forgot to do, so I don't know if that could have affected it. It just hurt a little bit more. I also wasn't eating quite as well. Maybe it was like because I hadn't eaten as much. I bled a little bit more too, so it could have just been we got it in a weird spot. But today my shot was fine. I did bleed a little bit. I feel like there's been a little bit that's been like leaking out after I do my shot. I'm not sure if that's normal. I figured I'd send a message to my doctor and ask her. It's like a teeny tiny amount, so I highly doubt it's doing anything, but I figure it can't hurt to ask. Going further down, gonna talk a little bit about downstairs, just in relatively vague terms. So I think it was like a week or two ago I said things feel different. Things are definitely different. I think I'm growing a little bit. Things I used to never really check down there, just because I wasn't comfortable doing so, but I think things look different. Otherwise, I'm noticing things I used to not so much, and things definitely feel different. Morning wood. That's pretty much all I have to say. It happens. And let's see, going down, I feel like I'm getting more hair on my upper thighs. I feel like I said, I've always been pretty hairy. Like, same with my arms, I've always been pretty hairy, though it's blonde, so it's kind of hard to see. But I feel like I'm getting like more little hairs in places that I used to not so much. Same with on my legs. My calves are, let's see if I can show you. My calves are hairy as always. Yeah, it's still pretty hard to see since it's light out and I have blonde hair. My feet might be a little bit stinkier. Oh, my pee smells different. Forgot that. Yeah, so pee smells different. My feet might be a little bit stinkier. And then as far as, let's talk about emotional and like kind of emotional physical as well. Yesterday was my last day before my shot today, and I got crazy tired. Now, I feel like this is going to be one of the things that, like, throughout my whole physical transition, there's going to be a lot of, like, mental and emotional and probably, like, physical fatigue type of things, where, like, the big question ruling my life is it testosterone or is it the rest of life? So, yeah, yesterday I got super tired, but the 2 days before that were super loaded, and I did way more than I've done in a while. That was, like, emotionally and physically draining. So, kind of hard to tell. And also I felt a lot better after I, like, took a nap and stuff. So, it's really hard to tell. Other than that, emotionally, I really haven't felt any different. I'm excited for the changes. There was a little while where I was getting a tiny bit impatient, but then I reminded myself, like, I like to take things day by day. I don't want this to be something that's different at all. I feel like in my relationship, I've been in a relationship for almost 6 months now, and I feel like I still remember it like last week when it was like, oh my gosh, day one, and then like everything just kept building up. So I feel like this is going to be another one of those types of exciting things that just builds up day by day. And so I'm just really excited to see any changes that happen from there on out. Let's see. Anything else? Physical, emotional. Also, another one of the big things for me, when I was starting T, one of the bigger things that I was worried about was how it was going to affect me mentally and emotionally, because I knew for a fact I didn't want to change as a human being. I always want to be working towards the best me that I can be, and that means I want to always be calm and be patient, especially with the people I care about, and also with the people I'm not as close with, and the people who might be a little bit more irritating to me. That's just something that's important to me, to always be calm, patient, level-headed, understand and really, like, feel my emotions, but understand them and make them as reasonable as they can be. It's like if there's a tough situation, I'd rather not just get angry and frustrated and just, like, really focus on that. I'd rather take a step back, focus on what's going on, and, like, maybe if something's upsetting, then, like, let it be upsetting, because I feel like that's a valid emotion. But I feel like most of the time for me, like, anger and frustration, I feel like they're very valid emotions right at the beginning, but if I just let myself sit in them, then I'm not accomplishing anything. So that was one thing I was really worried about. So I'm really happy with how I feel like I've maintained, like, control over how my emotions affect me and how I act towards other people, because that's definitely something that's very important to me. And so I feel like I definitely see a lot of guys go on testosterone, they're saying, oh yeah, I get really angry now, or I act out more on my emotions. And I've definitely also seen guys who start to treat other people like crap. And I feel like a lot of that is because, like, they're passing more and they're kind of taking on a lot of the privilege that they feel like they're gaining. And they probably don't even realize it most of the time. But I feel like that's something that I've seen a lot of guys do, is just, like, I don't know, like, turn into, or let the privilege kind of take hold of them and let them start acting mean towards other people because they can get away with it. And I feel like that's a big thing that I wanted to make very sure that I didn't let myself fall into, and I always want to be aware of my emotions and how they're affecting me. And so I'm really happy with how I've been doing that and how I feel like things haven't been too intense. Oh, something else I just remembered. Monthly things. I've only had one since I started. It was way easier than others, essentially. That was about it. My monthly fun times used to be complete crap. They used to be, like, really, really not good. They were painful. I'd get nauseous. I'd have cramps where I'd end up laying on the floor for, like, ever. And everything was really manageable this time. So that's really exciting. So yeah, big things. Pee smells different and stuff is happening downstairs. Building muscle much more quickly. Maintaining control of my emotions pretty well. And yeah, I hope that was helpful. Feel free to come say hello. I'm going to post my transition blog down below. Feel free, stop by, say hi, ask questions, pretty much anything. I like talking with people, and I'm always happy to help out whenever I can. So yeah, I hope you are all having wonderful, wonderful afternoons if it's afternoon for you, any other time of day or night if that's what it is for you. And yeah, I'm really excited for the journey to come, and I'm really excited to share it with all of you. So I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I hope you continue to have a wonderful week. And if you're starting classes like I am, I hope your classes go well. Yep, farewells.